Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. Welcome to 3 Buck Theater, and this is an interesting story that is coming out today from Deadline, where we're learning more about what could have been, or at least why the Pineapple Express 2 movie experience, grand old time, never happened. And this actually kind of bothers me a bit because, it's been 12 years since Pineapple Express came out. I thought the movie was hilariously funny when I saw it back in the summer of 2008. I thought it developed a pretty decent cult following for itself over the years. But I guess Sony turned it down. And it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, Sony at this point feels absolutely averse to finding unique ways to make money. I just feel like if they're not doing Spider-Man at this point, then they just don't have anything. They just don't. I'm sorry. Sony keeps screwing things up, and I've been very vocal about Sony screwing things up. But Seth Rogen this time around is going to be taking us through what happened. So he says here that the 2008 comedy Pineapple Express was a hit with audiences and box office success. It earned over 100 million worldwide, so it had all the ingredients of a sequel, and it was about to happen until it didn't. Seth Rogen, who starred in and co-wrote the comedy, was a recent guest on Howard Stern and explained that the reason why the follow-up stoner never happened. He says here, "We tried to make one. Thanks to the Sony hack, you can actually find the email when Sony decided to kill the movie and not make it. It was something we were very open to several years ago, but Sony was not into it." And that's interesting that he kind of brings up the Sony hack in the positive, because the Sony hack was, again, completely reliant on the fact that Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg and James Franco were making a movie about killing Kim Jong-un. I mean, that whole 2014 hack, it feels like something you would have seen in a bad movie, but it's a reality. And I do say that, quite frankly, it's a good thing that it happened, because for one, it gave us heads up on the abomination that was Ghostbusters 2016. And because of those email leaks, Spider-Man's in the MCU. That is non-debatable at this point, non-debatable at all. Now, Rogan does go on to say that Pineapple Express is in the weed genre of movies, which is a difficult one to navigate, especially if it is a weed action movie, which is how Judd Apatow actually pitched it. He said that people thought they were crazy for making the movie with a budget of a little over 25 million, and no one really got paid anything. Even though the box office return was huge, Sony still opted to not do the sequel, saying, "I think we probably wanted too much money," laughed Rogan. "Studios, they don't like giving away money." Now, according to the Daily Beast, that there were leaked emails between producer Judd Apatow and then Amy Pascal, and where Apatow wanted 50 million for a budget, executives insisted that 45 million was enough. As a result, the sequel never lit up, so to speak. Over a measly $5 million. Over a measly $5 million, we never got a sequel to Pineapple Express. Over 5 million. Now, let's kind of like talk about that for a second here. So first off, take a look here at the Rotten Tomatoes score. All right, we've got 68% considered fresh with 202 reviews, an audience score of 73% off of 302,000 reviews. Any way you want to slice it, middle of the road or not, the movie was actually pretty well received across the board. And that weed action genre didn't just do well in regards to the box office, where it did pull in over $100 million worldwide. In fact, 80 million of that, 87 million of that, this right here, 87 million of Pineapple Express came domestic. And that is the market that Sony and all other studios want to earn the most amount of money in, because domestically they get more of a take home. And it did do only 15 million internationally, which is really weird if you think about it, but still fine. $87 million it did domestic. That's a pretty insane number. But you want to know what's even more insane? Look at what's underneath here with the home market performance with estimated DVD sales. This is before Blu-ray. And the movie's been out on Blu-ray. The movie's been out on DVD. It sold nearly $48 million in DVD sales in the United States. That's domestic DVD sales. That's not international DVD sales. That's not digital sales as of now. That is not all of the things 12 years later that we know that this movie has earned. So it has absolutely positively turned a profit for Sony, and they canceled it over a measly $5 million. Nothing about that makes any sense to me. I mean, look, sequels would have probably done better. It would have done better internationally. It would have probably done better domestically. It probably would have crossed 100 million domestically if released at the right time. People clearly like seeing Seth Rogen and James Franco together. They've, I mean, The Interview. Although I'm pretty sure that the failure of Pineapple Express 2 is probably what led into doing something like The Interview. But still, people like seeing the two of them together, and especially on home video. Stoners buy shit. Stoners buy food. Stoners buy snacks. Stoners buy movies to hang out, get high to, and watch. That's probably where a fair amount of that $48 million in home video sales domestically came from. So the argument that R-rated movies don't necessarily turn a profit with a decent enough budget, you totally could. Amy Pascal was literally one of the worst things for Sony. Tom Rothman ain't much better, to be honest with you. But Amy Pascal, time and time and time again, has been proven to be an absolute F-up when it comes to anything dealing with Sony. And this is the reason why we did not get Pineapple Express 2. Now, look, there's the question. Did we need Pineapple Express 2? The answer to that is probably no. No, we did not. I'll acknowledge that. I'll acknowledge that. Did we need it? No, we didn't. Okay, cool. Would I like to have seen it? Oh yeah, dude, 100%. Absolutely. I would have loved to have gone back in and checked out Pineapple Express 2 because that first one was so funny. It was so unique. It was a weed action movie. To me, it felt a little bit like Snakes on a Plane for the ridiculousness of the concept, but its execution was fun enough to warrant more of it, and it would have seen success. Here at this point, 12 years later, it's a bit of a cult movie. So why not at this point just go back and work a deal to give us more? I mean, who knows if that's what they want to do at this point. They've moved on a lot in their careers. They're doing a lot of other things. But maybe, I mean, you know what? I still $5 million. That doesn't feel like much of anything, you know. But Rogen himself was like, look, we maybe wanted too much money. And I understand the movie did well. They want to get paid. I get it. But over 5 million, I at that point, I just would have been like, let's take it and let's roll the dice and let's see what happens. And I feel like everyone screwed up here. And I'm pissed off because I think that Rogen is trying to downplay it a little bit, but no, they screwed up. Absolutely, they screwed up. So yay on them. But anyway, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your opinions. Let me know down in the comments below. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this one. If you wanted a Pineapple Express, do tell me. If you want to support the channel, become a channel member today for as low as $1.99. And if you want to help out, go to patreon.com/Matt Jarbo. Join up over there. That way you don't give YouTube 30%, because that's what they take, because they're bastards. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day, and peace out.